Well, when it comes to Samoa Joe, we know exactly where he stands and what he wants. Totally focused on a TNA World title shot next month and against all odds, and I think that with each passing week, Kevin Nash's motivational methods are working better and better. I think, ladies and gentlemen, we are watching Samoa Joe mature right before our very eyes.
Finally from Global, Florida, by way of Toronto, Canada, the instant classic, Christian Cage.
After being stabbed in the back by AJ Styles and then screwed by Kurt Angle at Final Resolution, Christian Cage has dual motivation in tonight's Impact three-way main event elimination match. Not only the chance to avenge the actions of Styles, yes, a former Christian Coalition member, but to also gain another shot at Kurt Angle and the TNA World Heavyweight Championship.
The good thing for Christian Cage right here is that he can be focused on one thing. It's no secret that in Final Resolution, everybody was distracted with the AJ Styles situation. Who is he going to choose? Who is he going to side with? Well, in this case right here, this match, this three-way elimination matchup, Christian Cage has to focus on winning it and getting that world title shot and against all odds.
And against all odds is Sunday, February the 10th, when TNA debuts at the Bilo Center in Greenville, South Carolina. Join us on pay-per-view, or better yet, join us live in Greenville, South Carolina. All the details on how you can do both at TNAWrestling.com. And this is sort of what we expected. Christian Cage gaining immediate revenge on AJ Styles. Samoa Joe looks back and loves every second of it.
Well, you know he would. He just sat back and let Christian Cage do his damage. And then when Christian Cage backed off, Samoa Joe went after AJ Styles. Let's face it, AJ Styles, not very popular right now in the ring.
Samoa Joe, Christian Cage, the Samoan submission machine in the Instant Classic, working in tandem. The dual back body drop for Styles, and now they're going to square off.
You can see they're measuring each other. Both these guys know how important it is. Both these guys want another shot at the Olympic gold medalist. Christian Cage right now seems to be being the aggressor, but oh, what a shot with the knee by Samoa Joe, and you got to watch it because he can hit you from them legs anywhere. So incredible for a big man.
I think it was a good call by Jim Cornette and TNA management to contest this three-way matchup under elimination rules. This isn't about first pin or first submission. This is about finding out who rightfully gets the title shot, and Samoa Joe gonna die, but AJ rolls into the ring, avoids the contact. Oh, and Joe caught him.
Shot! AJ Styles trying to do a suicide dive, and Samoa Joe was waiting for it. And wait a minute, Christian Cage going up high. Joe gets out of the way and he creams AJ Styles. We gotta see that again.
Oh, impactful move by Christian Cage as we revisit the Instant Classic. Wow, off the top, crashing down onto the Prince of Phenomenal.
And here comes Samoa Joe. Now he does suicide dive right through the ropes. You gotta show that again as he takes Christian Cage and AJ out at the same time.
Look at that 280-pound Samoa Joe crashing into both Christian and AJ. Don't go anywhere. More of this three-way match when we return. And we are back on Impact with more of this three-way elimination main event. Samoa Joe, AJ Styles, Christian Cage at stake. A potential TNA World Heavyweight Championship match against Kurt Angle and against all odds, or possibly AJ Styles to defer and allow Kurt Angle to get the bye until lockdown in April. Joe connects first with the kick, but from outside, Christian just made contact with Joe.
Well, you have to have eyes in the back of your head, but look at Joe as he picks up Christian Cage, just flings him right on top of AJ Styles, takes the air out of him, and just smacks him in the back. One for AJ now, going for both. Oh, he kicks them both at the same time.
Now Joe back off the ropes again and airborne with the knee drop, this time across the head of Styles. Christian moves out of the way. Both go for the clothesline and both go down. As Kurt Angle mentioned, it's 3 hours of TNA wrestling tonight on Spike TV at the conclusion of this Thursday Night Impact broadcast. Don't go anywhere. You've got to see this. Yes, TNA goes global. Global Impact from the Tokyo Dome in Tokyo, Japan.
All three guys right now are all trying to get to their feet, trying to get themselves situated. AJ Styles You can see him still on his back, and Samoa Joe picks him up and then flings him right at Christian Cage, and Christian Cage sends him outside. Ooh, man, right on top of that. Turnbuckle, wow, what a snap slam. 2. Oh, Christian gets his shoulder up in time.
Still life left in the Instant Classic as he's able to use his leg strength to power out. But as soon as he gets to his feet, Joe unleashes the attack. Open hand thrusts, right hands and lefts. Christian sends him out to the floor. Keep your eyes on AJ Styles. The Prince goes springboard. Whoa, man, what a forearm shot. We saw the forearm from behind at Final Resolution. That time he got Christian head on.
Oh, that flying forearm connected right to the jaw of Christian Cage, as every time it seems like one of these guys is getting momentum, the other one finds a chance. And look at this, he's going for the Styles Clash.
Oh, he's got it.
Oh, no.
Oh, what a great reversal. Perfect counter by Christian.
Oh, you can see now Christian Cage trying to set him up, trying to get a submission right here, and he's got it cinched in, and he's applying the pressure. Oh, look at AJ Styles. Oh, you can see he's fighting it. You can see the pain in his face.
All of the weight of Christian Cage. He's got the legs torqued. He's putting all the pressure on Styles, who's just this close to tapping out.
He looked up, he saw Samoa Joe, and what a kick by Joe! You talk about lulling him in. He brought him over and then snapped that kick right on his head.
It was good strategy by Joe. He didn't want to break up the submission move because it is an elimination match. Joe connects with the kick, gonna bring Christian back in, position him on the top turnbuckle, and here comes the muscle buster.
Oh, he's got it connected right now, but look at Christian Cage. He's been in it before, he fought out of it, but he goes right into this.
Rear naked choke. Samoa Joe's got it on Christian. AJ goes to the top, and Joe shoves Christian directly into Styles.
Oh, the game plan that Kevin Nash is giving him. Oh, wait a minute. The referee just got knocked down, and you can see now Christian Cage trying to hook in the unprettier.
But Joe fights it off. AJ's dazed and confused outside on the floor. Christian for the unprettier, but Joe won't let him turn.
And now you see Samoa Joe. Look at this. Samoa Joe's got Christian. He's got him cinched in as AJ Styles getting to his feet and grabbing a chair.
Joe with the Kakina clutch. That rear naked choke applied. Styles in. Steel chair in hand, waiting. Swing. Does not connect.
Joe able to get out of the way at the same time, push Christian out of the way, and then takes a wicked shot from the end of that chair right in the gut, and now Christian. Oh, what a shot to the head.
Vicious, violent, lethal steel chair shot to the head of Christian Cage. AJ lays him out. Oh, and then Joe caught him with the drop kick. Feet first into the chair, and the steel goes right into the face of Styles.
And now Samoa Joe picks up the chair that he just kicked right into the face of AJ Styles as referee Rudy Charles gets to his feet. And wait a minute, he sees Joe throw the chair out. I think he just disqualified him.
You've got to be kidding me.
That's what he did. Referee Rudy Charles thought that Samoa Joe used the chair to take on Styles and Christian, but he was wrong, and he's just disqualified Joe.
Well, now Matt Morgan has good intentions in backing up referee Rudy Charles, but just because Joe had that smoking gun in the form of a chair in his hand, yes, Samoa Joe has been disqualified. Oh, here comes Kevin Nash. Kevin Nash has made his way, and he's acting as a role of a peacemaker, trying to protect Samoa Joe. Joe's been eliminated. Ladies and gentlemen, it's down to AJ Styles and Christian Cage. And we are back on Impact. We are down to AJ Styles versus Christian Cage, and this is how Samoa Joe was eliminated from the three-way matchup.
After AJ Styles introduced the chair and used it on Christian Cage to Samoa Joe was caught with the smoking gun in his hand. He had the chair, and then he was disqualified mistakenly by Rudy Charles. Kevin Nash ended up having to come out to play peacemaker to keep Samoa Joe from doing something that he would regret.
Knife edge chops to the chest of Styles. Christian Cage taking control of this matchup. At stake in this bout, if Christian wins, he gets the title shot against Kurt Angle and against all odds. Oh, but AJ's got a decision made. If he's victorious, attempt at that inverted DDT. It's blocked by Christian. Series of shots, but AJ rakes the eyes. Do you think AJ will take the title shot? Oh, there's that DDT. Or will Kurt Angle get the bye until lockdown in April? Here's the pin. We may answer the question in minutes now.
You know, we talked about that earlier. When that decision is going to be placed on him if he wins this match, it's so hard not to go for the World Championship. And right now, AJ Styles is in total control. Look at these shots. One shot after another. It's a different AJ Styles than we've seen. A more aggressive AJ Styles. An AJ Styles that's focused, but Christian Cage fighting back with everything he's got.
Mid-ring exchange. Christian momentarily gets the better of it. Off the ropes, but AJ spine busters him.
Unbelievable, crisp and clean. He's got it. Oh, Christian Cage gets the shoulder up with a split second left.
Did you notice how focused Christian was? Watching, listening to the cadence of the referee, Rudy Charles, and prepared to kick out at 2 before AJ could get the victory. But boy, the Instant Classic is in trouble.
Oh, he is. AJ Styles is on a roll right now. He has turned this thing completely in his favor after Samoa Joe was disqualified. And now AJ Styles trying to finish it, but Christian Cage gets the boot up just in time, and he gets out of the way, and AJ hits the turnbuckle hard.
A final reminder, at the end of Impact tonight, leave it right here on Spike TV. See TNA Wrestling and TNA wrestlers like you've never seen them before. Global Impact, direct from the Tokyo Dome in Tokyo, Japan.
Just an indication of how fast TNA Wrestling is rising in the world, and oh, he goes for the frog splash, and he misses it, but it is going to be a spectacular show following this match. AJ Styles now back in control, Mike.
Boy, that missed frog splash by Christian Cage could turn out to be the difference. Quick reversal here. This time it's Christian with the inverted DDT. The immediate pin. Man, how close can you come?
That was just instinct right there by AJ. But now look at Christian Cage. You can see the tide turning. You can just feel it. He's so aggressive right now. He saw that window open and he went right through it. Oh, but he went right into that kick into the gut.
AJ stops him with that boot to the midsection. Christian fights back. Off the knife edge, chops off the ropes. AJ with the leapfrog. The drop down. Here comes Christian, but oh, powerbomb. Sit out style. Here's 2. Oh, again AJ gets the shoulder up.
How about Christian Cage, though, right there? Able to close the distance fast enough to keep AJ Styles from hitting him with that patented drop kick or anything else. Caught him in midair and powered him down.
Both of these warriors slowly making their way back to their feet. You can see the split lip, the blood flowing out of that lip of Christian Cage. Waiting, measuring. Styles going to be taken down with the unprettier. You can see AJ fights it off and reverses.
He just did. Oh, he caught him with the Pele out of nowhere. He always does that when you least expect it. And there it is when he kicks you backward style, and Christian Cage caught him flush in the head.
He caught his former boss of the Christian Coalition completely unaware with the Pele kick. Let's see if the Prince of Phenomenal, the new member of the Angle Alliance, can follow up from the top. Look at Christian move out of the way, and then AJ charges, but then there's the spear by Christian.
Does he have enough right here? 1, 2, oh, AJ Styles again with the shoulder up, and look at Christian Cage. He thought he had it. He thought he had it. He may have hesitated just a second too long.
Finally, frustration almost evident on the face of Christian Cage, sensing that he was just that close to the victory, and just that close to another shot at Kurt Angle in the world's title. Oh, the double cross chop by Styles. He immediately takes Christian, shoots him out. I think he thought Christian went out for the floor. Not the case. Outside in shoulder block. Here comes Christian, gonna go high risk up on top, and this one might not pay off. AJ's ready for him.
AJ cut him off, and look at that. He just flips Christian Cage over, lands on his back. AJ Styles now. He has a chance right here to take all the air out and finish this. And he goes for the spiral tap, but he misses.
Pin! Christian can take advantage!
No!
Top rope spiral tap missed by AJ Styles. And look how quickly Christian senses that he can put Styles away again. Oh, man, AJ got the knees up.
Oh, he was up in the air so long, and you can see him flopping in pain. AJ Styles, what a defense mechanism, getting those legs up just in time. And he absolutely took it out of Christian Cage, and AJ can sense it. You can sense it. He's getting up to his feet. He's going to finish it off right here.
It all hangs in the balance. The potential TNA World's title shot, or the bye for Kurt Angle until lockdown. AJ was going to go for the unprettier block. Who better to know how to block it than Christian?
1, 2, he's done it. He's got the title shot.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is your winner, the Instant Classic, Christian Cage.
What an incredible matchup. Now let's review all of the elements in this three-way matchup that goes to Christian Cage. Here's the replays.
So much back and forth action as you can see there, Christian Cage off the top, Samoa Joe suicide dives, and it was a can you top this one shot after another.
That's when the steel chair came into play. Yes, introduced by AJ Styles. Samoa Joe caught with the smoking gun, disqualified and eliminated from the match.
AJ Styles got caught with the unprettier, and Christian Cage gets the victory.
Justice is served. Not only does Christian beat AJ, he gets what he deserves.